Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Honorable docent and fellow student, thank you for taking time to watch our presentation today. So we are gonna explain to you guys about our project in second semester. It's called FrameLab. It's basically a web-based application for run studio photo and video online. We work happily under guidance of Mrs. Miratul Husna Mufida, SSTMSC, as our project proposer, and Mrs. Cynthia Lasmi Andesti, SCOM MCOM, as our project manager. And actually, in this team, we have 4 members. Each member has their own part. My name is Chelsea Maran Putri, and I'm the leader, and I take part as the UI UX designer and back-end development. And next we have Helena Gultom. She actually takes part as front-end and back-end development. And next we have Aulia Ananta, which is she takes part as UI UX designer and back-end development. And lastly we have Anissa Friti Amelia, who takes part as front-end and back-end development. Now we're gonna talk about general description of the application. FrameLab is a web-based application for run studio photo and video online. Admin can manage studio, can handle payment verification, and actually, in this application, we use Midtrans as our payment gateway. While user can register, book studio, and leave stars and review. This is our server documentation. As we know, in this generation, many individual or content creator is search for a studio that can make their dream come true. So now we answer their demands by make this application providing an efficient, user-friendly platform for online studio rental. This is application specification. To be more specific, FrameLab allow user to book, search for an available studio, and then make payment using Midtrans. And then the admin panel is used to manage studio, confirm payment, and monitor the rental schedules.
Okay, before we develop this system, we first compile a list of functional and non-functional requirements. Functional requirements are formulated based on core needs. This is namely registration and login, user and studio manage, studio search, booking, payment, profile review, and contact features via WhatsApp. Next. Okay, our non-functional requirements focus on user experience and system quality, such as data security, performance, user-friendly, and device responsive. These requirements serve as guideline for technology selection and design system.
Okay, after compiling the FR and FR, we summarize the functional flows into a use case diagram. This diagram clarifies the interaction between user and the system. The main actor in our system are renters and admin with very different but complementary roles. Renters have complex roles ranging from registering, searching studio, and renting studio to providing the review. Meanwhile, admin focus more on data management and rentals. From this, we learned that while seemingly simple, the studio learning process involves many feature dependencies. This way, each hour of use case isn't standalone but rather interconnected. The entire process described in the use case was then translated into an ER diagram as a form of database design. We designed the ER diagram based on the principle of relevant to the use case and data structure efficiency. There are main entities such as user, rental, studio, payment, and rating. These entities represent the activities in the use case. For example, the rental activity is directly related to the rental entity, which serves as a link between the user and the studio. Next, the payment activity is represented by the payment entity, which has a one-to-one relationship with the rental. And the activity of giving a rating by the renter is related to the rating entity, which can only be done after the rental is complete. Okay, in this logbook, we record the stage of the process in completing our PBL project in one semester, such as planning, analysis, design, implementation, deployment, and testing.
Okay, this is obstacles in completing the project. The first, lack of initial research made use Bootstrap, even though Tailwind CSS is required in the second semester. Second, difficulty determining the right logo. Third, designing user-friendly interface. Fourth, project schedule often conflicted with another activities. And the last, implementing interface design into code.
That concludes our presentation for FormLab. This is actually the end of our presentation. We hope this application demonstrates both our technical learning and creativity throughout the semester. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.